Good morning. Here we are back at Garage 20. I got the tractor in town. I got the dump truck here. We've got somebody in town here, a customer today, looking to get their driveway redone. So I'm going to run the tractor down. Since it's close enough, I'm just going to keep the trailer parked here. And I'm going to run down to their house and grade up the grass in the driveway a little bit, clean it up just a little bit. And then we're going to run and grab 2 loads with the dump truck and then park it back here, and then I will head back with the tractor and smooth it all out. So that is the plan for today. Let's get at it. Oh, and then I'm probably going to go mow my own property after this because I've been so busy. It's nearing almost 2 weeks, and luckily it hasn't rained much and hasn't been too hot, so it's not getting completely out of hand. But that's today's plan. Stick around. So what we did here is we chopped up all the little weeds that was growing up in the driveway to kind of kill them off for a little bit longer. They're inevitably going to come back. Weeds always come back. Have you ever been walking down the sidewalk and you've seen weeds growing up through a crack? The weeds are always going to grow everywhere, always. That's just something that the homeowner has to stay on top of. But with the box blade on the little tractor, we can chop the top of it up a little bit. There really wasn't much of a problem with potholes in this driveway, so let's take a look and walk. I mean, it was relatively flat. We got it chopped up, loosened up just a little bit. There was an issue with some grass growing up right here, so when I was chopping up and grading and I got my box blade full, I was able to drag some of this back from the top because we are going to get some fresh. So I don't want that lip having a big hump on that lip going up over there onto the concrete. So I brought some of that back down here and brought it down here into a low spot to fill in because it was kind of getting a little muddy right in this area. So you can see this is all what was already in the driveway that it graded that I got here. So, and then up here in the front, nothing too terrible. Definitely some fresh stone will help. Definitely needed graded up and loosened up a little bit. That way we don't get too much compaction. I did build this front up just a little bit and I get some fresh gravel on top of it. Just gonna clean it up and make it look real nice with some fresh white gravel. So I'm gonna get rolling back and get a couple loads of gravel picked up and continue on with this project. So we got it all spread. Got this all cleaned up here. Got that brushed back. That rain will wash that a little bit off, and I'll get a nice definitive line going where the concrete is. This was sunken down. Had enough to build this area up and get it level all the way across. Got it smoothed out pretty good. Lines aren't looking too awful bad. Over here on the sidewalk, got it built back up with the sidewalk. Got the sidewalk all cleaned up. Nice and smooth. And keeping the sidewalk cleaned off. Nice and smooth out. I had enough. I filled in over here. There was a little bit of dead grass that there was nothing there. It was dirt at this point. Nothing was growing there. So I just filled that in and contoured it out back up to where the grass is at. Smoothed it on out. You can see it's a little bit, well, it's hard to see, but you got a little bit different elevation here from the ground to the gravel. Just a little bit, but as far as on top, it's all nice and smooth. Pat that down a little bit there. Get that smoothed out, packed in nice. Came out here where you can tell where they turn in, it was a little dead. Got that all cleaned up. Same with right here. Got this where they turn in. Got that looking nice. And while I was here, the neighbor next door came over and said, hey, I got this pile of gravel that I got for free when I used to truck. And I tried to hand spread out what I did, and now it's packed solid. What would you charge me to do with your tractor to break it up, spread it out, thin it out? So, done with this job. Now we're going right next to the neighbors while we're here. And going to thin out this, get it off the sidewalk, and thin this out so they got a parking area again. Neighborhood kids might not like it. Kid literally just drove over with his bicycle. But hey, new customer, next door neighbor, can't beat it. Must be doing a pretty decent job if I got the neighbors hitting me up while I'm here. So, time to get on that project. And just like that, another project done with the little tractor. All spread out. That little pile that they had here. Cleaned up the sidewalk, tried to get a decent line. Area I worked in, cleaned up, looking good. That's probably going to be it for the day. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, and follow your passion.